How we doing tonight? Everybody having a good night? We're close to a holiday weekend next week, so, usually I think my weeks go a little faster when there's a holiday on the horizon. I know it's still about a week away, but we can see it from here. That's the important part, I guess. All right, so we have got a couple of breaks tonight. We're going to do a case of TriStar Game Day Greats autographed football jerseys, and then behind that, we're going to do the back part of a case of Bowman Jumbo that we started, I don't know, a few days ago, anyway. Can't remember the exact date. But of course, before we get rolling with that, a little bit of information that we need to go over. Feedback. It is set to be 100% automated on eBay. And I do that really just so you don't ever have to, hang around waiting for me to get caught up and find time to leave feedback. That way I've got more time to sort and ship, and you get your cards faster and you get your feedback instantly. Haha, how about that? And of course, the second thing there is just to say thank you. I always appreciate you being here, bidding, breaking, and chatting with me. We are going to take a look next at what's coming up in the days ahead. So tomorrow we actually have a pair of new releases tomorrow, and that would be Elite Football and Stadium Club Baseball. Now, Elite Football is all we're actually going to break tomorrow night, though, because trying to do that and Stadium Club, it would be an incredibly long break. So we'll break a full case of Elite Football on Wednesday night, tomorrow night, and then we'll tackle Stadium Club on Thursday night, and we'll do a half case of it, because it's a 16-box case with, I don't know, something around 3,000, 3,100 cards in it, something like that. So we're going to cut it in half. We'll break 8 boxes on Thursday night. Friday night, we'll break another case of Leaf autographed baseball bats. And right now, that's the last case of bats that I have. And I tried to find some more. All my distributors are sold out as well. So I guess I didn't order in quite as many as I should have for that little product. But anyway, we've got one more case of it. We'll bust it Friday night, along with the second case of Elite Football. Friday night is actually the release night for Chronicles basketball, but when I was doing listing work the other night, I thought it was next Friday, so I did not get it listed Friday night. So we're actually going to break Chronicles on Saturday night. We'll break a full case of it, and note that it has changed from a 10-box case, which is what it's been for the last release or two, and it's going to be a 12-box case now. And then on Sunday, we'll break the back half of that Stadium Club that we start on Thursday. We'll finish it up on Sunday. And then that's as far as we have gotten to this point. Next up, here's what you need to know about shipping. There's a lot of information on this page, so I'm going to kind of hit the highlights here. Our free shipping break, that is the autographed football jerseys. Now, anytime you do a break with me that is completely free shipping like that one is, I'm always going to project it to go out about a week after the fact. Now, oftentimes it goes sooner than that, and sometimes it goes a lot sooner than that, but I'm just letting you know it will not be any later than Tuesday, the 2nd of July, which is a week from today. The other thing you need to know about the TriStar Game Day Greats jerseys, if your team is not pulled, you are still entitled to a consolation card, which is just really a used trading card for your team. It can be from any year and any series. Now, typically with a free shipping break like that one, I just keep those consolation cards kind of on hold for you. And then the next time you have a package that ships out, I gather up any that you're due and send them out. I do keep track of that for a rolling 90-day period, as in any that you might be due. If, however, you want them sent sooner, all you ever have to do is just hit me up and let me know. I'll gladly take care of it. Our paid shipping break tonight, that is our Bowman Baseball half case. I'm expecting that to get out the door and on the way to you approximately Friday. As always, if I can get something out faster, I certainly will be glad to do so. And if something unexpected happens, it could go a day later. But right now, my best estimate is Friday for that. And I'm going to bring you back here for a second while I check on the payment status of something here in our first break. We may have a team available in the jerseys. And no, it looks like we are all squared away. So thank you, everyone, for getting your payments in for the jersey break. And let me get our spreadsheet back up, and we'll just roll right on back where we were and see what we can find. So This is a 5-box case of 2019 TriStar Game Day Greats autographed football jerseys. It is case break number 9. Everything we're opening tonight ended tonight on eBay Tuesday night, the 25th of June. And of course, as everyone I think knows by now, we're at our new 9 p.m. Eastern, 6 p.m. Pacific start time. We'll give that a go for a while, see if that still continues to work best for the majority of you. And if so, we'll stick with it. Team names, of course, are there on the left-hand side. Our winning bidders across from each team on the right-hand side. And after we finish the jersey break, we will be jumping into that Bowman baseball break. So hang tight. If you're here for Bowman, you're going to get a chance to see your name up there shortly. Last but not least, you're going to notice the focus changing up here. That is me. I'm doing that. And you know what? It is actually on purpose. But don't worry. We're going to be able to see everything okay. I know the background looks blurry, but don't worry. Cards and everything else will be actually much better that way. All right, so let's get these jerseys out of here and see what we can find. Oh, man. That's got some paper in there I could have used earlier today to pack something else, but I forgot it was in the top of these cases. Ah, well, doesn't matter. It was sealed up anyway, so. All right, so our 5 boxes are here out on the table. I'm going to take 4 of them and set them back off to the side now, and we're going to open them one at a time. Max is here, and Kirk, and he hate me 420 is here too. What was that player's name that used to wear that on his jersey? Like in what was it? Like one of those not arena football, but like XFL or something like that. And they could choose their own jersey, their own name to put on their jersey. Do you remember that? And somebody chose He Hate Me. But I can't remember what the guy's name was. But anyway, hi, He Hate Me. And Kirk and Max as well. All right, so first up here, oh boy, we have got, I've looked this guy up before, and I don't remember where he played in the NFL, but we're going to find out. This is, of course, signed on, I guess, his collegiate jersey, according to that. You can see here his signature across, along with a TriStar hologram sticker that certifies it. This TriStar paper that's in the back, that's just kind of generic. You scan it and it just talks to you about TriStar stuff. And this, of course, is completely informational. But meanwhile, back at the ranch, hold tight for a minute and let me look up old Rocket here because I don't remember the answer. I know we've had him recently. I know I should remember the answer, but I do not remember it. So I'm not going to guess. I'm going to actually look it up, and we're going to find out. All right, let's see. Where did our man play here? Looks like he had 3 years with the Raiders. Are these all equal? 3 years with the Cowboys and 3 years with the Panthers. Wow. Okay. So we've got a 3-team kind of runoff here, it looks like, for Rocket, as best I can tell. We're going to set him aside then. We're going to come back to Rocket. And I also want to look one other place because just hang on a second if you don't mind. I want to make sure that we get this right, of course. But I think it's going to be a 3-way runoff there using random.org for that one. But first off, I want to check one other thing. So sorry, bear with me here a second. Because I did not remember him being a three-way player before. But I guess maybe he was. All right. No, I'm wrong. Now, see, I thought that might be wrong. I'm on NFL.com. I'm on career stats, and it actually shows 1, 2, 3, 4 years with the Cowboys, 3 years with the Panthers, and 3 years with the Raiders. And of course, NFL.com, as many of you know, is our fallback whenever we have a question. That is the official arbiter of any information about career stats and teams and years played and all that kind of jazz. And of course, that's because that's what we say in the listing that we're going to do. We're going to go to NFL.com or NBA.com or MLB.com and all that kind of stuff. So we are next. Larry Allen coming out. So the Dallas Cowboys are going to end up with, I guess, back-to-back hits here because Larry Allen is a Dallas Cowboy. And, of course, Rocket with the 4 years Cowboys ends up going to them. There's your autograph Hall of Fame inscription with it, a TriStar hologram authentication. We have no TriStar. Yeah, we do. TriStar generic in there. And then, of course, our little info card goes in there as well. Yeah, you guys are talking about the same thing. Raiders, Cowboys, Panthers, exactly. Of course, the important part is what we have written there in the listing description down there in that special circumstances area. So that's always what we have to go by, since those are the written rules of the break, so to speak, the rules of the road. And it does state the team they played for the longest in the instance where it's a retired or a Hall of Fame player who has signed on a collegiate jersey or something that doesn't otherwise reflect a pro team. So that's the deal with that. Meanwhile, the 49ers going to get some George Kittle headed your way. And it is JSA authenticated. There's your paper for it. And your signature, oh, very nicely done in silver. And a JSA little sticker down there on the bottom as well. Yeah, guys, the Larry Allen was very nice for the Cowboys. I agree with you. You guys are pretty excited about the Larry Allen. I mean, he was like a Pro Bowler for, 100 years. I mean, if you're a Cowboys fan, he's definitely one of your Hall of Fame Cowboy, Ring of Honor, whatever the Cowboys call their internal Hall of Fame. Davante Adams is our fourth out tonight. That, of course, headed to the Green Bay Packers. It is JSA authenticated, and your Davante Adams signature, along with a little JSA sticker down there at the bottom. I guess I could put that on the back, because when we recap that in a minute, it'll just be blocking the signature, won't it? Yeah, see? I should have thought of that on George Kittle, too. Mm-hmm. And last out is Ickey Woods for the Bengals. Seen a lot of Ickey Woods lately, on cards especially, but now we're going to add the Ickey autograph hunt here in the memorabilia. We've got, a nice inscription there. You've got his signature along with his jersey number and the Ickey Shuffle inscription. Very nicely done. It is TriStar hologram authenticated, TriStar generic right there, and then, of course, your little just informational piece of information to go in there, too. Kenson says that he is the biggest, strongest, most athletic guard to ever play the position, coming from a Raiders fan. That is high praise for Larry Allen, for sure. Because the Raiders and the Cowboys, not always the best of buddies. Of course, Steve, hi Steve, by the way. Steve also had said Larry's one of the best to ever do it. So to recap, we have the Ickey Woods here for the Bengals, alongside Davante Adams, who came out for the Green Bay Packers. George Kittle. I like that it's signed in silver. That's a nice one. For the 49ers, that's JSA authenticated. And here's that handsome Larry Allen jersey that we're all happy to see come out of here tonight. It was also JSA authenticated, I believe, wasn't it? Did we have a... Oh, no, it was TriStar authenticated, my mistake. And the TriStar little generic card is there under the info card. So the Dallas Cowboys with that one. And then we have this guy here, who according to NFL.com, when I'm going to go back and double check this, guys, but I am literally in NFL.com career stats, and it is giving me 4 years for the Cowboys, 1999, 2000, 2001, and 2002. We had 3 years for the Raiders, 93, 94, 95, 3 for the Panthers, 96, 97, 98. So Cowboys with 4 years career stats on NFL.com means that Rocket also heads to Dallas. And if you will give me one moment, please, I need to get these jerseys moved out of the way here so that we have some space to get into our Bowman. And I'm going to be back with you in just a couple of minutes. All right, let's get Bowman out on the table here, and then I'm going to get the case out of the way for it. We'll put up spreadsheet and get rolling. All right, let's get our spreadsheet queued back up here and take another little peek. So if you missed this earlier, I am projecting Bowman, which we're about to break, to be on the way to you roughly Friday. If I can get it out to you sooner than Friday, I will gladly do so. If something unusual happens, it could shift to Saturday, but I think Friday is pretty likely. And I'm sure everyone knows by now, you saw in the listing description, etc., that Paper Base has its own bidding spot in here. So the Paper Base does not go to the teams. It goes to that bidding spot. The teams are going to get all numbered cards, autographed cards, inserts, parallels, and chrome cards. And of course, all of our inserts and parallels are actually chrome cards. But anyway, that's kind of lining out who's getting what in there. So this is a 4-box half case of 2018 Bowman Baseball Jumbo. Half case break. It is break number 12. And of course, it also ended tonight on eBay, the 25th of June. Team names once again on the left-hand side, the winning bidders across from it there on the next side. And once again, our paper base only category you see down there at the bottom. So all paper base goes, well, if I can click on it, all paper base goes right there to that bidding category. So again, that means anything that literally base, not chrome cards, not relics, not numbered cards, autograph cards, inserts, parallels, all go to the teams, just the paper base. So we've got, this is the back half of a case, so you probably noticed these are numbered on the end. That's because when we started the case, I took all the boxes out, numbered them, and then used our dear friend random.org to determine which ones we opened in the first part of the break versus which ones are left for the back part. Holster is here. Holster had the Cowboys tonight. Oh, Holster, you did quite well. Congratulations to you. Rick, however, doesn't sound like Rick did as well. I am sorry, Rick. That is never fun when you don't hit. I've been on both sides of it. It's a whole lot more fun when you hit, that's for sure. And Brad is here. Hi, Brad. You said Ismail was cut before the 2002 season for Dallas. Well, again, you know, if you, of course, I've already got cards out of the box, but we haven't opened any packs yet. If that had come in sooner, this would have been a little easier to do. But I can make this real easy, guys, because this is listed in the description exactly how we handle it. So that takes out any room for, guessing and debating and saying, hey, well, what if, and that sort of thing. There's a reason that all that stuff is written out in there, and it's not left in my hands or your hands, or for us to try to, battle it out to see the answer. So if you bear with me, I'm going to get a couple of things up on the screen here, and I will gladly be able to show to you why it is going where it is going. Just give me a moment here, please. I'm trying to get it all set up, because it will take a minute to get these various things up on the screen where you can see it. All right. Let's get that up and moved over, and then I can bring up any team for tonight to demonstrate what we need to do. So let me just find the part of the break that we need to get to answer the question here, and we'll take a look at it. All right, so let's navigate ourselves over here and take a look at this. So, of course, here's where we're talking about our jerseys. And in this case, there is no checklist available on the manufacturer's website, so we know that already. He is not an active player, so that doesn't matter. He is retired. It says retired goes to the team he was with for the most seasons, and if there's a tie, then it goes to random, etc. Then it says if the official blah, blah, blah type list, well, we don't have an official checklist. So we use the official NBA, NFL, or MLB website. And somewhere in here, it's also going to tell us that that's what we use for these purposes, besides where you saw it down there. It says up here, blah, blah, blah. And now I'm in the wrong spot. I'm in redemption cards. That's why. Okay, where are we, guys? If a card or an item is pulled with a retired player, college uniform, all-star uniform, international, or with only a college team, etc., 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 will be awarded to the team they played with the longest, except in the case where a pro team is listed, which it was not. If there is more than one team with an equal length of seasons, it'll be awarded via random. It also says the same thing. I mean, so guys, it all pretty much says it's going to go using NBA, NFL, etc. So those are the written rules of the break that everybody had access to. Now we are on NFL.com. We are in player stats for NFL.com right now. Here is our player in question, and you can clearly see there we have 1, 2, 3, 4 years listed for the Cowboys, 1, 2, 3 years listed for the Panthers, 1, 2, 3 years listed there for the Raiders. That is actually the stats at NFL.com. Sorry, I clicked on the wrong button there. So that's not me making it up or me guessing or me just trying to play favorites with the Cowboys. That's literally what is listed on NFL.com. Yeah, again, I mean, unfortunately, Brad, I just don't really, I don't fill out, of course, what's on NFL.com, right? Like I don't fill in those stats or those seasons or any of that stuff. So on there, you can see that the Cowboys, he is listed there for 4 years with Dallas, 3 years with the Panthers, and 3 years with the Raiders. So again, guys, that's why there's so much detail in the listing descriptions, and that's why we leave it up to NFL.com so that it tells you exactly what his number of years were. So guys, paper base, we're going to take a look through this first pack here. Paper base, as you can see, there's a bunch of it. And every pack's going to be kind of the same. There'll be a bunch of paper base, and then we're going to hit some chrome. So there's our first chrome. There's an insert for the top 100, and we'll find plenty of those. They all refract. Mostly they are not numbered. If we come across one that is numbered, I'll flag it to let you know. Our first color of the night is Marte. For the Pirates, it's paper, it's blue, it's to 150, and of course that goes to the teams because it is an insert, it is numbered, a parallel, whatever you want to call it. And then numbered to 499 for the Rockies, we have Colton Welker. We'll find a fair amount of these as well. These are our Bowman Sterling continuity cards. And Estevan Florial in the Yankees is on that one. Then we go back for a little bit more paper, and then we find ourselves a handful more chrome. And that's how each one of these packs is basically going to be set up so that everyone can have an idea of what you're looking for, what your eyes are peeled for as we go along through. We are, of course, looking for 3 autographs per box here in Bowman Jumbo. That's one of the beautiful things about Jumbo. We get extra autographs, which makes us all pretty happy. Ready for the show, another insert set that refracts and we'll find quite commonly, for the most part, not numbered. If they are, I'll flag it. If one is numbered, obviously, or autographed. And this is Blue Shimmer. It is for the Dodgers. It is numbered to 150, and it goes to Will Smith. A few more chrome, back to paper base from there. So that's how it's laid out, just to give everybody kind of an idea of the way it's gonna flow here. That's 100th anniversary for, or 100, top 100, let's try that again, Austin Riley. Rookie of the Year favorites, that's another insert set that almost the entire insert set refracts, but traditionally they are not numbered. Occasionally we might find something that is. And there was Joey Bart on our Sterling continuity. And that's the end of that pack. So we've looked, through 3 packs, no autographs yet, but we do have 3 that we're trying to find. Top 100 for Bo Bichette are ready for the show there with Mitch Keller. And our first autograph comes out, headed to the Yankees. So Yankees with autograph number 1, and that is Chance Adams. We find Chance Adams recently, it seems like in a lot of products, he's been coming out with some regularity, which is good for the Yankees, right? You've got New York. Yankees started off the game well tonight, too. Back-to-back home runs. Pretty crazy. Alcantara for the Miami Marlins, and are ready for the show, Bo Bichette. Our second autograph out of this box is also a Yankee, believe it or not. And that is Justice Sheffield. And, of course, Justice has since been traded to the Mariners, actually quite a while back, traded to the Mariners. But his card in here, at least his autograph card, still reflects a Yankee. Many of you probably know that that is because he signed it a long time ago, most likely. Because Topps prints the cards that are going to be signed well in advance of the time that they print the rest of the base cards and the non-signed cards. That's obviously to give the players time to get them signed and returned so they get inserted into the product. So that is why we often end up with players signing on, old uniform, old teams, and then even sometimes their regular cards. In fact, oftentimes their regular cards in the set will reflect a current team and their autographs a prior team. This is an anniversary here. It is Casey Mize for the Tigers, and these little 30th anniversary cards have a printed signature on them. So that's a facsimile signature. It's not an actual real live signature, but they're still pretty cool. And Talent Pipelines, another insert set where the whole set refracts, all of them that are Talent Pipelines will also be refractors. CL's like, oh man, I'm glad I did not have this as a personal box, because he wouldn't want two rookie autographs out of one box of making him unhappy. So yeah, and Bowman, we don't expect those quite so much. Usually find more of our prospects and fewer of our rookie autographs in here, but not today, right? They're starting us off hot and heavy with the rookies today. 30th anniversary DeGrom for the Mets, and we have a gold shimmer in behind that, Casey Mize and the Detroit Tigers. That is numbered to 50. Nice little gold shimmer. And lots more paper and a few more chrome. Well, maybe CL, your username is longer than that, but I'm abbreviating you to CL. So maybe we'll find out that we have like a really good prospect in this box to balance it out. Maybe. But of course, also, you know, if it had been like 2 for Vlad Guerrero or Pete Alonso or something like that, we'd be like, oh yeah, this box is awesome. So I feel you. I do the same thing. Jose Altuve and the Astros. I think we're all guilty of that to a certain extent. I mean, why not? We're looking for the big hits. Trying to find the ones worth the most money anyway. Oh, you said, well, all depends on the rookies. Yeah, for real. You are not wrong about that. It makes a big difference. You get 3 of some guy that nobody's excited about. It's not too interesting, but 3 of, say, somebody like Mr. Tatis there, we would be thrilled with. He is absolutely tearing it up for the Padres, and of course Alonso doing really well for the Mets. Both kind of outpacing Vlad Guerrero Jr. right now, I think, which is surprising, because I believe we all thought that Vlad Guerrero Jr. would probably be on track for Rookie of the Year at this point, and I would say right now it's Pete Alonso, Rookie of the Year at the moment. And especially with Eloy, too. I mean, it's actually a pretty good little crop this year. We're going to kind of just shuffle on through the base there to get to our chrome. And another ready for the show, Austin Riley. Our last little autograph continues to be elusive. Hopefully will show up for us here shortly. There's a nice little Wander Franco. It's just base, but still, Wander's one you want to have. And an atomic refractor on the 30th anniversary parallel for Kirsch, the Dodgers. With some atomic love there. And then the regular 30th anniversary for the Dodgers. And the Dodgers and Ruiz. Hi, CK. I'm just talking in general about, well, you're talking about specifically American League, National League, yes, and I should differentiate, but I'm just talking in general about where I feel they are as rookies for the year. I feel Pete Alonso is way ahead of Vlad Guerrero Jr. right now, so it's really kind of just more me stating my opinion after having watched them play several times each. Alonso is really surprisingly much better than I thought he was going to be, and Vlad is a little not quite as good as I expected, although he's going to be awesome for sure. He's just maybe a little slower getting rolling. Mateus and the Kansas City Royals is our third autograph out of box number 1. So that was just kind of me, you know, muttering about my own personal observations in regard to our rookies. So did everybody see the deal with Cam Newton? This like cracked me up. So Cam Newton's on a flight coming, I think it was, maybe it originated, it was either here going to France or France coming to here or something. Anyway, somehow or another, Cam Newton was in coach. Like, why was he in coach? I have no idea, but apparently he was. Super weird, right? And he had, it looked like he had an aisle seat, but he didn't have a lot of leg room. So he goes up to these guys who have better leg room and asks if he can buy their seat. And he offers them $1,000 and they tell him no. And then he offers them $1,500 and they tell him no. And he offers them $1,600 and then says cash. Like, he even throws in the word cash, right? And they're like, no, thanks. We'll just stay where we are. And they wouldn't give up the seat. I think that's amazing. This is the the Giants and Joey Bart, our second one for our Bowman Sterling continuity. So some guy, of course, captured all this on his phone. He had his phone out, like videoing his girlfriend or fiance or whomever. And he happened to catch this little exchange because he recognized Cam Newton. And then he published it, put it on social media, and it like blew up immediately. But apparently when he, you know, the guys wouldn't trade with him, he just said, you know, just walked off after they wouldn't take the $1,600 and just sat in his seat and went on about his way. But I'm going to tell you what, if I'm in coach, right? I mean, we're not even talking first class, I don't think. I think they were in coach. That's what it looked like. And somebody offers me $1,600 to trade seats. And it's not like he was in a middle seat. He was still on the aisle and just like 2 or 3 rows back. Oh, you best believe I'm taking the $1,600. I mean, that's just crazy. Yeah, see, I was like, for $1,600, I would fly with the luggage. I'm about with you, man. I'm not far off of you on that. But the guy who posted the video said that I guess the other person that he wanted to trade seats with was really tall as well, like 6'4" or something, was also sitting with his buddies and just like didn't want to be inconvenienced, I guess. That is Wilson for the Braves. First autograph out of the second box. But I'm also thinking, like, who just walks around with $1,600 cash in their pocket? I mean, I guess when you're really rich, like those guys are, I guess that's who walks around with $1,600 cash. But good grief, most of the time I don't even carry $20 cash. I just do everything on my card because it's so much easier. It's faster and you get better protection. And it's really easy at the end of the year to get all your expenses and stuff sorted for taxes. You pay cash, you know, you got to keep up with all those stupid receipts and go through all that mess and hope they make the right change for you and all the other stuff. It's just so convenient to have a credit card. But Cam, we know he walks around with at least $1,600 cash. So there you go. If you ever see him out, now you know. Give me 1 second here. I need to adjust my stack over here ever so slightly. I don't like them to get super tall over on the sorting mat, so I'm just making a new little space there. But of course, the bigger question is, what was he doing in coach anyway, right? Like, you would figure he'd be in first class. Oh, we have another hit for the Royals, and this one is a speckle autograph. So it is Hicklin, and our speckles are numbered to 299. So Brewer Hicklin and the Kansas City Royals. Of course, this weekend, we've got baseball in London. couple of games. I think the Saturday game comes on at around noon, so that's kind of reasonable. But the Sunday game starts at 10 a.m., I want to say. Not that that's unreasonable, but, you know, I'm usually still kind of easing into my day at 10 a.m. I'm not ready to be on, you know, jumping up and down, but that's how it's going to work anyway. And that's another 30th anniversary. Steve, what did you say? Color on? Did I go by something color and not call it out? Did I? If I did, can you jump in there and let me know what it was? If it was chrome or paper, and I can go back and look for it. I did not. Obviously, if I didn't say it out loud, then I didn't catch it, but I'd be happy to go back and find it for you if you can let me know if it was paper or chrome. Because you typed in color, so I'm just assuming that means that I didn't call one out when it went by, but I don't know for sure. So hook me up, let me know on that, and I'll find it. We'll find it in the stacks here if I accidentally went by one. Paul Goldschmidt, purple to 250 for the Cardinals, and that one is paper. Oh, the speckle? Yeah, no, the speckle's not, doesn't have it's not a color. It's just speckle are numbered to 299. So they it doesn't have like a color attached to it. It's just the speckles are to 299. So I think we're on the right wavelength there. I just missed what you were asking me. I apologize for that, man. It was the 30th anniversary for Joe Adele and the Angels, who are playing my Cincinnati Reds a little bit later tonight out in Anaheim. Probably going to beat up on my Reds a little bit. Although, you know, I don't know. The Reds, at times they look better. I mean, we had a little 5 or 6 game stretch there where we looked pretty good, and then, I don't know, then we sort of fell apart against the Brewers, but that last game was pretty ugly. But you never know with the Reds what they're going to give us on any given day, do we? I love them anyway. The Phillies to 250, Sanchez, and that is also paper. Our continuity is Mr. Mike Trout. Speaking of the Angels, and what else have we got in here? Another ready for the show for Eloy, a talent pipeline. I like the ready for the show cards. I think they're pretty cool. I like the design of, actually I like the Bowman design in general for all the inserts this year. The base card is a little less pleasing to me because it has the same weird sort of design that we have in Series 1, 2, and Jumbo, in that it's the, offset with just the one border, and I don't know. For whatever reason, that's not my favorite, but all the inserts in here, fantastic this year. The Texas Rangers with a speckle. This one is not autographed, but numbered to 299 as well for the Rangers. I believe all speckle are to 299. I've not seen any that have ever been numbered other than to 299, unless maybe there's a 1 of 1 option. I don't know, but today feels like Wednesday for some reason, doesn't it? Doesn't it feel like we're in the middle of the week, but yet we're not? Another autograph. This one is purple to 250, and it's headed to the Orioles with Rylan Bannon. Oh, you're not kidding. You are not kidding, Steve. Steve says last year he did not like Bowman birthdays. I agree with you. They had that, and they had that other really bizarre insert last year that was really dark. What was that one called? Like, it wasn't Peak Performers, but it was, I don't know. It was a really dark looking card for the bottom half of it. It was just an odd sort of design. I did not really like the inserts last year. I agree with you. Most of them were left a bit to be desired. Yeah, I agree. The Blue Jays and Bo Bichette. And then we have to 250. The Blue Jays, purple Chad Spanberger. Berger, right? And yeah, so sometimes they do some funky designs. Of course, I guess it's probably hard to come up with something new every single year for as many years as Topps has been doing cards and whatnot. Max, what did you say was trending? Of course, what year did Bowman come back? Like in the 80s, wasn't it? Was it 88, 89, 90? Maybe somewhere in there. Because, you know, they made Bowman in what? The 40s and the 50s. And it stopped. Did it stop the Mickey Mantle year? Did it stop in 51 or did it go on to like 52? I can't remember. But anyway, it was in the 40s and 50s. And then they did away with Bowman. And then, of course, later Topps acquired the brand and resurrected it like in the late 80s, early 90s. I can't remember exactly, but so I guess they haven't been having to come up with new card designs for all that long, but still, that's a pretty good length of time, I guess, to have to find new inserts and new designs every year. Oh, the inserts last year were trending. Were called trending. The ones, yeah, those are the dark ones, right? Are those the ones I was trying to think of the name of a while ago? Might have been trending. They were terrible. You're not wrong about that. I hated them. Did not like them at all. You see what social media has done to me. I was thinking you were telling me that something was trending, like on Twitter, when you typed in trending. I know. Social media fried my brain. I hear the word trending, and that's what I think of now. Good grief. Twitter's transformed the world in a weird sort of way. Aw, Nick Senzel. Love that kid. Oh, I guess I could have figured that out, CL. CL's in a very nice way kind of calling me an idiot in chat, and he should. He's just like, so yeah, that 30th anniversary insert would mean 1989. That is true, CL. I did not put that together, did I? Ah, yeah, okay. All right. All right. You got me on that one, man. That was definitely a one of those, what do we want to call it? Just one of those dumb moments for me. I didn't quite put it together. But you're right. You're right. Gina. Hi, Gina. Colorado Rockies and Vince Fernandez. Gina is asking if we are going to do any IMAX soccer. You know, I have never done a soccer break ever, Gina. It is kind of like hockey to me in that I don't really watch it or follow it very much. And I know maybe a couple of names here and there, and that's about it. Like, I wouldn't even know what's a good hit, what's a bad hit. I wouldn't know any of that. So I will not be breaking that soccer product, I'm afraid. But I'm sure somebody probably does. Yeah, I'm sure somebody does. Oh, CL, I know, man. Hey, I'm telling you, you were right to call me out on that because I mean, I should have figured that out. I've been sitting here all night going 30th anniversary parallel, and then I can't put it together in my head that that would mean, oh yeah, they brought it back in 1989. So that's all right, man. It's good to course correct me. So thank you for that, helping me out. It's numbered to 499. That is Madrigal and the White Sox, a refractor. So Gina, it's supposed to be 90 degrees here tomorrow. And I know you said it was 90 degrees for you a day or two ago when it was still like probably in the 80s here. So what's it going to be like for you tomorrow? Are you going to be able to walk outside and fry an egg on the sidewalk? What's your sitch? I'm not looking forward to it either, although I'll take heat over cold. Garcia, numbered to 250 for the Giants. That is purple, and it is paper. And then we have, hey, a 1989 30th anniversary design Gleyber Torres for the New York Yankees. And we still got a few packs to look through here. I haven't even seen that one, Gina. I'll have to look at, I would like to, if it's got cool patches, I'll look at the patches just to appreciate them. You know, I'm always a fan of an awesome relic. I love a good relic. So I'll check out the patches and see what they look like, but I doubt that I will break it just because I don't know anything about it other than maybe a handful of player names. The Phillies, first Bowman for Matt Vierling. So paper base people, you will have a pretty big box coming your way. There's always lots of cards going out when we separate out paper base out of here or base out of series 1 or 2 or update. The person who gets them always gets like a giant box with pounds of cards in it. It's crazy. For the Mariners, it is Rodriguez to 250. That is purple and paper. And our Sterling continuity behind it for the Royals with Mateus. And the rest of those are paper base. Oh, it wasn't 90. Why did I think you said it was 90 the other day? It was 73. Oh, well, no, that's way better. Yeah, 73 is cool. Or 7. Did I say 7? Yeah, it says 73. Cow sweat. The cow sweat. At 73. Yeah, it's going to be 90 here. We have had rain for a week and bad storms. Now they've cleared out and gone away. And that's probably, I guess, what was suppressing some of the heat. So now we're going to have a monster heat wave coming through. That is numbered to 150 with a little Peter Alonso for the Mets, Atomic Top 100. So if you've got the Mets, anything Pete Alonso, numbered, signed, is a good thing. So it's cool for the Mets to pick that one up. Nolan Gorman for the Cardinals. And we have a purple chrome for the Rockies, numbered to 250 with Peter Lambert. I've seen a lot of purple in here tonight. Not really seeing orange. I'd like to see some orange. We had the one gold, I guess, just the one. So I would like us to find a little more color in the gold and orange range. Ah, CL, the Mets is you. Okay, excellent. Well, then we've got you at least headed in the right direction with your Mets. Try to get to our chrome cards here. Another Sterling Continuity. Ademan and the Cubbies. I kind of hope that that's not what our Sterling card design looks like this year, but it might be. Of course, I think probably everybody is aware by now that Sterling's going to be hobby this year and not retail after having been retail for the last several years. So I don't hate that card design for the continuity cards, but I don't love it either. So I'm kind of hoping we get a different card design, but time will tell, I suppose. The Atlanta Braves, we have at least been hitting lots of speckles tonight, which are somewhat hard to hit. That is numbered to 299. Cruz for the Atlanta Braves. Oh, Max, you're right. Orange is not in jumbo. Orange is only in hobby. We don't get orange in here. We only get gold. You are correct about that, sir. Thank you. We broke quite a bit of hobby of this before we dove into the jumbo this year. Of course, the hobby I broke by half cases, and we let all the cards ship to the teams. And then once we moved to the jumbo, that's when we usually split off the paper base into their own bidding spots. So that way people who are set building can have a good crack at it too with their regular hobby. Blake Snell. And then a pipeline. So kind of the best of both worlds. By the time we get to jumbo, everybody's had their fill of base for the most part. Oh, Immaculate Soccer. Okay, well, yeah. Immaculate always has really good patches. Immaculate, I was thinking you were saying it was like a new product when you said IMAX Soccer, but it just auto-corrected on you. I got you. Yeah, Immaculate always has good relics in anything, whether it's, baseball, basketball, football. Panini produces it for, I think, pretty much every sport. And it is known for having unique relics and often very good ones, but that's also the place where you can find like big chunks of shoes and pieces of batting gloves and things that you maybe don't find as much in other sets will often be hanging out there in Immaculate. So some nice looking relics, but also again often from things that materials that aren't in other sets as much, batting gloves and things of that nature. So, yeah, I'm a fan of anything Immaculate. The Astros and Kyle Tucker. We just put our orders in, as a matter of fact, for Immaculate Collegiate Football, which always has really nice relics in it. Starts off doesn't technically start off the card season for football because we've already got some football going, but it is the first high end, really, that we see is going to be Immaculate Collegiate. And then Immaculate Baseball, we put in our order for that as well, so that means both of those products will be coming out before too awfully long. Another speckle. We're doing really well with them tonight. And that's for my Cincinnati Reds. Yay. Numbered to 299 for Cincy. I saw Alvarez go by. See, he's another guy that has been absolutely just tearing it up, man. That guy is just a big ball of home runs. He's just like, yeah, whack, whack, out of the park, out of the park, out of the park. He's had a very nice start for the Astros. Blue to 499 for the Cardinals and Luke and Baker. Our Sterling Continuity is Casey Mize, Tigers. And more paper base. I forgot to say Last Box Mojo, didn't I? I did forget to say that, so I'm saying it now. We looked at a pack or so already, but we still have time. We still have time to work the Mojo. So basically, this is just where we try to collectively conjure up everybody's mojo to hit something amazing out of here. That's what our goal is. That's what we're going for here. For the Detroit Tigers, we have Brock Detheridge. I don't think I've ever pulled Brock Detheridge before, so there you go, Tigers. Not one that comes out super often, at least not for me anyway. But the July release calendar, it is going to be crazy. Like, once we get past the 4th of July, which of course is just next week, it is insane. They are throwing out so many products like every other day, it seems like. It's not really every other day, but there's going to be a lot of weeks where we have releases for all three sports, basketball, football, and baseball, all coming out with new products in the same week, and we'll probably have that going on through most of July and August. We are going to be really busy having to kind of crack at it to keep things on track. There is more Bowman. I don't have it listed yet, but I do have another, I don't know, 3 or 4 cases of Bowman Jumbo anyway. So we will continue to work Bowman into the lineup, probably on average about once a week, once every 5 to 10 days is probably the best way to say it. And depending on how other products fall and what comes out when, but we'll definitely be continuing to work it into the mix for a while yet. The Marlins. Gina's become a Marlins fan. That is Edward Cabrera coming out on a refractor numbered to 499. We've been trying hard to make Gina a baseball collector, working on her hard. And we'll be all right till we get to Allen and Ginter. Allen and Ginter is the one product that you hate, isn't it, Gina? That's always the one that I remember that you just hate that product. I don't. I think it's fun. It's quirky. You get all that extra stuff in it, but it's all that extra stuff that makes you crazy, the best I remember. That is Urias and the Padres. Of course, there's a couple others that don't like it either. Greg's another one who, if I remember right, I don't think he likes Allen and Ginter either. I like those rip cards, man. Those are my favorite. I always, if I pull one myself personally, you got to rip them. I can't just leave them. I got to know what's in there. Ryan Mountcastle on a ready for the show. And Ronnie Mauricio. That is blue paper to 150 for the Mets. Although someone just recently, like within the last couple of years, taught me how to tell, sort of, what's in those rip cards without actually ripping them. I didn't even know you could tell that, but you can, apparently. So you all probably knew that, I guess, but I really didn't until a year or two ago. Hi, Greg. Cardinals, we've maybe had some inserts and things for the Cardinals, but I don't believe that we have had any autographs, but we are going to recap it here in just a hot second, Greg. We've got these last 4 packs to look through, and once we get the packs, if I could get the pack open, once we look through these last 4 packs, we will recap all of our autographed cards and our numbered cards, and usually we take a look through the continuity and any atomics that we've pulled as well. So all that will be coming up here in just a minute. This is a Shimmer to 125 for Seth Beer and the Astros. I call that aqua. I don't really know what technically Topps calls it, but I kind of generically call that color in here aqua. So for whatever that's worth. But the ones that are that color are to 125 anytime that they're shimmer. The Phillies and the Braves, a little Twins 30th anniversary. Behind that, I see a refractor to 499 for the Mariners with Marte, Noelvi Marte. All right, let me get our paper base set down over here. We'll look through our last little couple of things and see what else we can find. Tristan McKenzie. Hey, look at that. Greg, you just brought yourself good luck, my friend. Like right on cue. You brought yourself some good luck. Because that is the St. Louis Cardinals. Right on cue it was. Montero autograph for St. Louis, the Redbirds. So you hit it at exactly the right time, man. I love it when a plan comes together. All right, we are looking at our last pack right now out of the last box of this half case. So let's see if it's got anything interesting. Oh, it's got a Hunter Green anniversary for my Cincinnati Reds. And that is that. We will recap it here. So stay tuned. If you jumped in late, if you missed it, and you want to catch a look at anything, we're going to roll through it all again here right now. After we do that, we will then go back and take a look at spreadsheet information again. You'll find out when I expect it to ship, as well as what's coming up in the days ahead and all that. So I usually set our anniversary cards aside. There's no particular reason why, other than I just like them. And they come out, I mean, as you see, reasonably often, but not all the time. And they do all refract, and they have the nice little printed on facsimile signatures. So I usually set them out separate, so we recap them. And our Sterling Continuity, of course, those come out again with some frequency, but not an absurd number of them. So we recap those. We only hit one atomic in here tonight, and that heads to the Dodgers. It is numbered to 150 for Clayton Kershaw. Greg says, holy crap, it's a woman breaker. Did I sound like I must have had a very deep voice earlier when you came on, Greg. Did I just now not sound like a man? Oh, man. I got to take more allergy medicine. For the Mariners to 499, Noelvi Marte. The Aqua Shimmer to 125 for the Astros and Seth Beer. That is blue paper to 150, the Mets and Ronnie Mauricio. And there's Lucan Baker to 499 for the Cardinals. That is paper. We have a nice speckle for my Cincinnati Reds, numbered to 299. Colorado Rockies, purple to 250, Lambert. And to 150, Pete Alonso on that nice top 100 for the Mets. Paper purple, 250, Rodriguez for the Mariners. To 250, paper purple, Giants. Well, I know, you try to say it fast a bunch of times in a row. It's Madrigal to 499 for the White Sox. To 250 for the Toronto Blue Jays, Spanberger. Another speckle, this one headed to the Rangers, also numbered to 299. Purple paper Phillies to 250, Sanchez. Goldschmidt purple paper Cardinals to 250. Our one and only gold in here is a nice gold shimmer for Casey Mize and the Detroit Tigers, numbered to 50. Blue shimmer for the Dodgers with the hot young rookie Will Smith to 150. The Rockies to 499 with Colton Welker. And here's a little, that was paper for Colton, by the way. This is also paper for the Pirates, blue to 150, Starling Marte. Now our autographs for the St. Louis Cardinals. It is Montero. Cabrera is out for the Marlins. It is a refractor to 499. The Tigers have a hit with Deathridge. First time I think I've ever pulled him for real. Speckle to 299 for the Atlanta Braves with Cruz. The Phillies, Veerling. Colorado Rockies, refractor to 499, Vince Fernandez. To 250 for the Orioles, you've got a little Rylan Bannon. And next up, another speckle to 299. That is Brewer Hicklin for the Kansas City Royals. I almost said Chiefs. For the Atlanta Braves, it is Wilson. For the Royals, it is Mateus. The Yankees, Justice Sheffield, refractor to 499. And we got things rolling tonight with another Yankee, Chance Adams. All right, so guys and gals, that is the break for tonight, and our recap is all finished up as well. But as promised, let me throw in some spreadsheet information here so that if you missed it earlier, you'll have the 411 on when you can expect shipping, etc. So once again, the jerseys, which were a free shipping break, will go out to you no later than a week from today, Tuesday, the 2nd of July. Often they go sooner, sometimes a lot sooner, but just no later than that since it is a free shipping break. And if you got skunked in that break and you didn't hit anything at all, you know, as in one of the jerseys, you are entitled to a consolation card. It's just a used trading card for your team. Can be from any year, any series. I keep track of it for a rolling 90-day period. And traditionally, I would just send it with your next package if you didn't get a hit in a free shipping break. If you want it sent sooner, hit me up and let me know. Our paid shipping break tonight, of course, is our Bowman baseball that we just finished up. Expecting it to be on the way to you approximately Friday. If I can get it out faster, you know I will. If something unexpected happens, it might roll on to the next day. One final reminder, paper base cards had their own bidding spot in here, as was outlined in the description, etc. But of course, all the things that we looked at up close and personal tonight do go to the teams. This is a quick look at what we're breaking in the days ahead. So tomorrow night, we're breaking a case of Elite Football, a brand new release. The first time we'll see our rookies in their proper NFL uniforms. On Thursday, a half case of Stadium Club Baseball. That is also a Wednesday release, but it's very base card heavy, so I didn't want to do it the same night as Elite. We'll do it Thursday night. Friday night, Leaf Autograph Baseball Bats, a full case break of that, and another case of Elite Football. On Saturday, we'll break the new release Chronicles Basketball, which actually came out on Friday, and I messed up and didn't realize it. I thought it was next Friday, so we're going to be breaking it on Saturday. And then on Sunday, we will finish up that first case of Stadium Club that we start on Thursday. We'll finish on Sunday. So that is what's coming up in the days ahead. I believe that's got us all up to speed and wrapped up for tonight. So once again, thanks everyone for being here. I appreciate it very much. I hope you have a great night ahead, and we will catch you the next time. Bye now.